Hello, and thank you for joining me. In this video, I'll be discussing best practices for collecting behavioral data in early childhood special education. We'll explore how data supports a positive classroom environment, look at different ways to document and organize behaviors, discuss factors that influence accuracy, and highlight the importance of working closely with families. I'll also explain how data collection varies across age groups and between students with and without exceptionalities. Collecting and analyzing behavior data helps educators better understand why behaviors occur and how to address them. Identifying patterns and triggers, teachers can respond proactively instead of reactively. This approach promotes fairness and consistency while also allowing educators to design individualized strategies. Ultimately, effective data collection contributes to a classroom that feels safe, structured, and supportive for all students. There are many ways to track data behavior, but I'll focus on three effective methods: incidental notes, frequency recording, and technology tools. Incidental notes are brief written descriptions of specific incidents. They capture context and details that numbers alone may miss. For example, noting that a child becomes upset during cleanup time provides insight into when and why the behavior happened. Frequency recording involves counting how often a specific behavior occurs. This is especially helpful for setting measurable goals and tracking progress over time. A technology tool such as Class Dojo, Behavior Behavior Track Pro, or even a digital spreadsheet can streamline the process. Technology allows real time recording, easy organization, and the ability to visualize patterns. It also makes sharing data with colleagues or families more effective. Three factors that affect accuracy. Even with good tools, several factors can influence the accuracy of behavior data. Observer bias is one concern, since personal expectations can shape what is recorded. Inconsistent definitions of behaviors can also lead to confusion. What one teacher calls disruptive, another may label differently. Environmental distractions, time constraints, or limited training can also make data less reliable. Being mindful of these challenges helps us collect stronger and more useful information. Families are essential parts in understanding student behavior. Parents and caregivers can share valuable information about routine, cultural values, and behaviors at home. For example, if a child struggles with transition in school, parents may reveal that same challenges occur during bedtime routines at home. Likewise, family families may notice positive changes when classroom strategies are reinforced consistently at home. When educators and families exchange information, we gain a fuller picture of the child and can better support their needs. Working with families, working with families to set shared goals is critical. Teachers should communicate data in clear, family friendly language and invite parents to contribute their perspective. Together, we can identify goals that matter in both environments. For instance, if a child is learning to use calming strategies at school, families can practice the same strategies during challenging moments at home. Regular check ins, whether through meetings or digital tools, help keep everyone aligned. The way we collect data looks different depending on the age of the child. For infants and preschoolers, observations during play, routines, and caregiver interactions is most often effective. These settings give us natural opportunities to see how young children regulate emotions and interact with others. In kindergarten through third grade, data collection becomes structured using methods such as frequency counts, checklists, or rating scales that connect directly to academic and social expectations. Data collection also differs between children with and without exceptionalities. For students with identified needs, behavior tracking may focus on general classroom expectations. For students with exceptionalities, data often needs to be more individualized. Functional behavior assessments, for example, help identify the purpose of specific behaviors that guide and target that guide for students with exceptionalities. Data often needs to be more individualized. Functional behavior functional behavior assessments, for example, help identify targeted help identify the purpose of specific behaviors and guide targeted interventions. In some cases, modifications such as shorter observation sessions, visual supports, or specialized recording tools are needed to ensure the data accurately reflects the child's abilities. To summarize, behavior data collection is a powerful tool for understanding students and guiding instruction and building supportive classroom communities. By using multiple methods addressing factors that influence accuracy and data collaborating with families, educators can create consistent and effective strategies. Whether working with infants, preschoolers, or older elementary students, the goal remains the same: supporting every child through growth, supporting every child's growth through informed and compassionate teaching. Thank you for watching. I hope I encourage you to reflect on your own data collection practices and consider new ways to strengthen them in your own classroom. Thank you.